So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in to another stream. It's Chiefs versus the Crusaders this morning. We are just waiting for the game to go live. So welcome in, one and all. How are we doing today? What we're saying? It's going to be a good game, I think. I think it's going to be a great game. Rugby Forecast has got Crusaders winning this one by just 4 points with a 55% chance. So looks like this is going to be a real tight game. I'm glad you could join me if you have. If you have joined me, that is. And I could very well be just sitting here on my own. But even still, I'm glad to be here. Very glad to be here indeed. So yeah, lovely jubbly. Let's just do the obligatory checks. Of course, today is the royal funeral, isn't it? Prince Philip's funeral. How could we have missed that? So, in terms of English rugby-wise, there is going to be some adjustments to kickoffs and things. We'll try and get a couple of games in later on as well. But yeah. There will be no 3 o'clock kickoffs today, so if you are looking for some Gallagher Premiership rugby later on. Don't come looking at 3 o'clock because we'll all be watching the funeral. But welcome in. I can see a couple of people have joined us. Do smash like. That all helps tons and tons and tons. Don't forget, of course, to drop a comment. Talk to me, boys and girls. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Right then. Okay, we're all good. Have I got a mic there? That's the big question. Have I got a microphone on? Yes, I have. Awesome stuff. Okay, so we will have a quick look at the teams before kickoff. Let's bring them up. What are we saying? Let's get off of there. And that's the one we want. Okay. So, we'll work in reverse order. So, starting with the fullbacks. I hope you can see that. I know it's not very clear. I will try and make it as big as I can. There we go. Okay. So then, we have got Tiata for the Chiefs and Jordan for the Crusaders at fullback. Then on the open side wings, we've got Lowe for the Chiefs and Reese for the Crusaders. In the centres, we've got Nankiville and Leonard Brown for the Chiefs and Hulali. Oh my word. Pronunciation is going to be a great one today. Stick around for that. Oh dear. Anuku, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering these, by the way. I'm not great at Pacific Islander names. Yeah, so Havali and Anuku are the Crusaders centres, and the blindside wingers Nani Seturo and Bridge for the Crusaders. Okay, on to the fly halves. We've got Mackenzie and Manugo, and then we've got at scrum half we've got Webber and Drummond, and there they are there. Cool. On to then the forwards for the Chiefs. We'll just run through the Chiefs forwards quickly because the game is about to kick off in a couple of seconds time, and the dog is bursting for a wee, so I want to get her out before then. But for the Chiefs, we've got Aiden Ross, we've got Taukia. Oh my days! We've got Dave. We've got David at hooker. Taukiawo? I'm not sure. Tawaveo is in at tight head. Vi in at second row with Akuyo. Brown in at 6. Boschia in at 7. And Jacobson in at 8. On to the Crusaders then. So we've got Bauer in at loose head. McAllister in at hooker. Alatuo in at tight head. Dunshay and Strange make up the second row. Barrett at blindside. Sanders at open side. And Blackadder at 8. Right, there are your teams for today's game. There we go. As the telebox, that's the word I was looking for. The telebox just runs through the teams for us as well. If you are wanting to watch this, you can watch it on Rugby Pass. Good day, the big. What are we saying? How you doing, big man? Good to see you in. Welcome along. 5 people in. Let's go, everybody. Looking forward to this one. I love a bit of Super Rugby on a Saturday morning these days. Thank you, the big, for showing me the light. Because, yeah, I wasn't watching a lot of Super Rugby a few weeks ago, and I have been enjoying it so far. I don't know an awful lot about Super Rugby, so you do have to bear with me a little bit. I'm a Northern Hemisphere rugby fan, but it kind of suits my day, to be honest, to stream first thing in the morning and then last thing at night, because it means I get a bit of family time as well, which is always good. The wife prefers me doing it this way. Anyway, out come the Chiefs onto the pitch. Since round 4, the Chiefs have been first in tries scored. That's pretty decent. We'll take that. Bear with me just a second while I let the dog out. I'll be right back. And we're back. We're back. What are we saying? Crusaders then just in the dressing room. Just about to come out. The key stats. They're first in defenders beaten, second in clean breaks, fifth in turnovers conceded. So pretty strong defensive set from the Crusaders. Crusaders got spanked by the Highlanders last time. Well, hopefully they don't get spanked today. Hopefully they don't. Mitchell Drummond then, 99 matches. For him, he leads the team out with a ball in hand and then rolls it along the floor in the evening dew. So I'm sure his fly half will be well happy with him. Oh, excuse me. Should be interesting to see how they respond to that shock loss. Indeed. Match officials today, Mike Fraser's the man in the middle. Paul Williams on one touch. James Doolman on the other touch. And Ben O'Keefe. Oh, no. Not Ben O'Keefe. Isn't Ben O'Keefe the guy that loves to wind up referees from the TMO position? Oh, we could be in for some fireworks from the TMO. Oh, dear. I'm pretty sure it's Ben O'Keefe. I could be wrong. Right. 4, 3, 2, 1 before we have kickoff. What are we saying? What are your predictions? What's it going to be? Rugby Forecast has got Crusaders by 4 points. So we will see how that comes out. And there we go. We're off and underway. Oh my days. We're about 3 minutes behind the ball tracking. So we'll leave that off this morning. I'll keep you up to date with the scores as we go. Crumbs. Right then. So the only problem with watching these games on the app is on the Rugby Pass app is that they're a little bit behind. So when it comes to ball tracking, we're way off. Right, anyway, it doesn't matter. We're in and about. And we have a knock-on from the Crusaders, so Chiefs will have the put-in at the scrum. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Always interesting to see the first scrum. They always go down. Referees do everything they can to keep them upright. They have lots to say. So Crusaders 119 kilos versus Chiefs 109, so a 10 kilo difference. It's not too bad. Shouldn't see too much of a fail there. Yeah, and already we have, as usual, without fail. First reset. Every time. Do you know what? Right, before a game, it should be straight after the coin toss, send your forwards over. We're going to have one scrum just to get that first fail out of the way. Because all these resets, man, does my head in. I want to see some rugby, not... I don't want to see people resetting scrums. That one stays steady and strong. Good body positions. Lovely stuff. Chiefs then kick down a field into the space, and we'll have a Crusaders line out just outside the 22. Bit of a cagey start. Crusaders then, let's get this set up. What have they gone with? They've gone with a 5-man line. Referee's not happy with where it's been taken, so we will get this one sorted out. And down it comes into the maul. Little bit of a shove, not really going anywhere. As it crabs across the field slightly, starts to move forward now. And Drummond puts boot to ball. And we've got a penalty. Blocking. Okay. It's a decent nudge, to be fair. There we go. So, just outside of... or just inside the 22, sorry. 5-man line out. It's down and up, and the maul is set. And the ball does come down, and Crusaders have done well there to get cover over the ball. And around they come again and again. Oh, there's space out wide. Can they get it out there, though? Mackenzie. Sorry, Drummond. Uses the forwards again, trying to suck in more defenders. Still, there's nobody defending the 15-metre channel at the minute. Oh, and they've reversed the play. Jordan sneaks through, but he's just short. 2 metres. Here they come. Oh, and he's pinballed off the tackles. It's Sanuku who gets the try. Easy peasy for the Crusaders. Happy days. Well, good build-up play there. Lots of opportunities in and around the breakdown to suck defenders in, and then once they probably went the wrong way, to be fair. They probably had the easier try in the corner on the other side, but I tell you what, it's great strength to bounce off the tackles and stretch out and score the try. So happy days. Last week versus the Hurricanes, Richie Manugu, 100% record, 5 from 5. The scenes. Right then, so 5-0 at the minute, with the kick to come. Welcome in if you're new. 6 people watching. Hello, everybody. Do talk to me, boys and girls. Don't be shy. Say hello. Tell me to get off the telly box. Whatever you want. Say something. Oh, this is an interesting way to line the ball up. What's that robo dance? As the kick is good. Got a little robo arms dance there. I like that. I got time for that. Okay. Right then. First blood win rate when scoring first, 89%. So, there you go, sports fans. Whinged about this already. But I can't watch. Whinged about what? Oh, Rugby Pass. Are you on about Rugby Pass? Having the game? Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, this game. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll tell you what, there's a cheeky little dink over the top for the Crusaders, and he almost got his hands to it, but it slipped through his hands and onto his shin, so it fell to the Chiefs, who right, okay, so always behind the advantage line, so we will come back for that advantage. Otherwise it would have been a holding on penalty, but it's not. It's just a knock on scrum penalty, scrum, so we will have that on halfway. Let's see if we can catch up with the ball tracking a little bit, just while we've got a little break in play. Good start to the game though, that's what we like to see. That's the stuff we like to see. No, is the answer. We can't. Right, so it's, oh, apologies, it's on the 10, this scrum. I mean, I'll tell you what, we'll put the ball tracking on for a bit, and if it gets too annoying, we'll get rid of it. I feel lost without it. I feel lost without it. I'm not going to lie. I just can't believe Rugby Pass is so far behind the game. It's like 3 minutes behind. But there we go. Yep, it's another Rugby Pass rant from yours truly. Do you know what? They rip people off, don't they? They do rip people off. I mean, there's obvious reasons why I've got it. But Chiefs are, wow, they've dominated that scrum. It's all stood up, but the ball is available at the back, so referee asks for it to be used. And spins it out wide. Good soft hands from the Chiefs. Not bundled into touch. Well, assistant referee doesn't put his flag up at all, and the referee says, no. You be moving mad, Touchy. You be moving mad, Touchy. That's in touch. I can see that from here. So we've had a line out for the Crusaders, who again try and maul their way free. That looks like that's going to be a plan from them. That looks like that's a set move, is to try and get 3 or 4 meters on the maul before breaking off. I've got 10 minutes 27 on the clock, so we are 3.5 minutes behind on the ball tracking. There is a penalty coming for the Crusaders. We'll see what it's for in a bit. I'm sure it'll be at some point. Mackenzie then. Advantage, there it is. Okay. Offside was the call. There, and we know this kick is going to be good. It's pretty much straight in front. And yeah. Welcome in if you've joined us. Smash the like button. Drop us a comment. Say hello. Me and the Big here in the chat. What are we saying? What are your thoughts? Who's your team? That's a good question, to Big. Who's your team? So, I'm a Newcastle Falcons fan for my sins. From the Gallagher Premiership. If I had a Super Rugby team, I'm pretty sure a lad I used to coach from New Zealand had a little spell in the Highlanders Academy. So, I guess I'll go with them. I'm pretty sure he was a Highlanders Academy player. Might have been Blues. Can't remember. Anyway, Mackenzie dinks this one through. He's made a bit of a meal of his setup. He took an age to kick it, but it's gone through. So it's 3-7. And the Chiefs trail for now. Right then. Crusaders to get us back underway. So far, the Chiefs have offloaded 5 times to the Crusaders 0. As, who's that? That's Reese has got there quickly and bounced off the side of the tackle, and then who's that? That's Barrett, just over the shoulder. High tackle called, so we'll have a penalty for the Chiefs. Oh, I tell you what, Reese, a little bit of better technique. I think he was anticipating he was going to try and step inside him, but not to be, and just sort of slides off the tackle. Anyway, 3-man line out, goes well over the top, and Chiefs are snaffled up by Barrett. And they tried to move the ball through Bridge. As Mackenzie then takes the ball slightly deeper and puts it into the air. Goes about 23, 24 metres. And Tiata is there. And Grubber downfield. No joy. And Mackenzie's there to clean up. And a beautiful spiral. And Moanga catch. Oh, he sold Nani Soretu up a river as he floated a pass to him, almost got intercepted, and then as he takes the ball, he's been absolutely crunched. And Weber with the box kick, and then it's gone all over the place, but Chiefs have advantage for now for a knock-on. Alatua. Mackenzie then. I'll tell you what's different, a little bit different between Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere rugby in the kicking game. The Southern Hemisphere, they love to sling it back to their 10. They love to sling it back to their 10 to exit and get a little bit more pace on the game. Whereas Northern Hemisphere, they like to set up the caterpillar, get 3 men in there, take as long as they can to get everything set and sorted and organised, and then use the box kick from 9. So it is interesting to see the little subtle differences between the two sides of the globe. Southern Hemisphere look to play much more quickly than the Northern Hemisphere, which is interesting. Right then, we've got a line out here then from the penalty kick, and we are just outside of the 22. What happened there? What happened there? Oh no. I think we're back. Apologies. Not sure what happened there. I think I just had a little blip in internet because everything went down for a second. So I do apologise. But we do seem to be back with you now. I think. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right then, anyway. On come the Chiefs. And they move the ball wide. Well, that's forward. That's a mile forward. So we'll come back for that. And we will have a scrum for the forward pass. Okay. Right, we're talking to some coaches. David Hill for the Chiefs. Not pleased with the start. Tough to deal with. They came out quickly. But we've got plenty of options. Oh, it's generic. It's generic media trained analysis. We've got plenty of options to get us down there. We want to play in a bit of a better picture. We're clear about our goals. I'll behave. Raz Destroyer. Are you showing the game or not? Mate, it's a watch along. Sorry, buddy. It's copyright infringed to show the game. Or show the actual footage. So it's a watch along. We've got the ball track in there. I talk you through what's happening on the screen. And we have a bit of a conversation. Thanks for dropping in, though. Do stick around. How you doing? Where you from? What we saying? Right then, so we're just getting this scrum reset and reorganised. And okay, Crusaders then away off the base, come through midfield, and it's chipped downfield down the throat of Tia. And Lowe will carry up to the 10. Oh, is he in touch there? No, says the touch judge. And kick downfield puts Crusaders under all sorts of pressure. And they just about fix things. Tackled, but offloaded in his own dead ball area. And the ball goes to ground. It all goes messy. We'll have a knock-on scrum, and that will get everything all fixed up, hopefully. I tell you what, anybody else, well, any Northern Hemisphere player would have just dotted that down and taken the 22 dropout. Not in Super Rugby. We're going to play it even in our own dead ball zone when we're being tackled. Things we like to see. They've just given us some stats on Mwango there, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I buy them. Apparently, he's only scored 2 points. I don't know how you score. Oh, well, I suppose conversion. Yeah, my bad. Not thinking properly. And ball's out. So, well, knock on followed by an immediate knock on. But all offside. Oh, so it's an accidental offside as well, which offers Chiefs an opportunity to get 3 more points on the board. So that brings them to 6. We can see that they've kicked that already. We are a little bit behind the ball tracker this morning. Thus is the joys of the Rugby Pass app. Never mind. Oh dear. Coach is not impressed by the ball handling. So it's a 1-point game. Mackenzie then taking his time to set this up as he normally does. I'm guessing Ray's hasn't stuck around. That's a shame. It would have been nice to chat. Right, through the middle it goes. Happy days, easy peasy. It's right in front anyway. The fire cannons go off all around the stadium. Everyone's a winner. Right then, here we go. Crusaders then to kick off again. Deep into the night sky. Right into the corner of the 22. Good positional kick. As the forwards gain a few extra meters. Not out, says the referee. So the Crusaders are marched back. And the kick is decent enough to get them down to the Crusaders 10. Oh, sexy hips. More sexy hips. Great tackle from Mackenzie in the end, but who was that? What's going on here? Why do you keep disconnecting? There we go. We're back. Apologies there. I'm in a little bit of trouble there with that, and I'm not sure why. But welcome back in, everybody. Right then, so we have now got a line out on the 22 for the Crusaders. Attacking zone line out for the Crusaders. 24 throw-ins, 10 tries scored, 42% first strike rate. 23 minutes on the clock. It's been a decent little game so far. Captain's referral for potential foul play. Who's called this? Crusaders 9. Okay, let's see what we've got. Just waiting for the touch judges to come together. No. So basically, he's it's blocking really, but it's not blocking at the same time. It's a borderline blocking decision. Nah, there's nothing in that. There's nothing in that at all. He's not even looking at him. He's just ran into his back and then fallen on the floor, hoping to get something out of it. What? It's given obstruction. Wow. That's soft. That's soft. So, Crusaders keep their referral. No, well, I don't know. Not for me. What do you think, fellas and boys and girls? What do you think? I don't think that was a penalty. I'm not having that. But they've given it obstruction. It's on halfway, and Mackenzie will give this one a little dink downfield to about the 22, I reckon. And ball tracking showing us that Chiefs had a penalty and have gone in front, and now the Crusaders have had a penalty and gone in front. So we'll bring those to you as they come in, as they go over the top. Oh, and it's all mess. It's messy hands this morning. Must be a bit of dew in the air out there today. But yeah, sloppy hands today. So much ball going to ground. Advantage off feet. Who's that off feet? Right. I'm not sure what's going on this morning, but we are not having great fun. We had a great stream last night. Not a single hitch. This morning, old Sally's not happy with us. Anyway, Mackenzie with the kick. 2 from 2 tonight. 29 metres on this one, pretty much straight in front. Should be an easy enough kick for him. But we will see. And now I'm dropping frames all over the place. What is going on this morning? Chiefs go in front then. For now. We know that the Crusaders are coming back though. It's 9-7 at the minute on the app. But we can see from the ball tracking spoilers that score is likely to change in a few moments' time. Big, if you're with me, am I buffering like crazy? Do let me know. So we'll try and get it fixed. Anyway, Crusaders now have the ball on the 22. Oh, we've got some spoilers to bring you in a little bit, fellas. We are about 3 minutes behind the game, which is really annoying. I'm so sorry about that. But it's a penalty right in front for the Crusaders. So I imagine this is when we're going to kick those 3 points and get back in front. Had to step out for a bit. No worries, mate. No worries. Thanks for being in here anyway. Do you know what? I'm going to turn the ball tracking off for a bit because it's winding me up now. It's just too far behind. It's untenable. Right. Okay, so we've got a penalty on the 22. Score at the minute. Well, we know what the score is going to be, but at the minute the score sits at 9-7. And Richie Manuga sets this one up. It's pretty much dead in front and it goes through comfortably. So 9 to the Chiefs, 10 to the Crusaders. Crusaders regain the lead. Happy days for them. 27 minutes on the clock. Okay. As the kickoff is deep and Reese bouncing his way through tackles. Drummond then finds the forwards and starts that slow process. Barrett has a pick and go before offloading. And Mwanga hoofs that downfield to the 22 and Chiefs will clear off the field to the 10, so it will be a Crusaders line. A Chiefs. No, yeah, Crusaders line out. I got it right first time. My bad. And they take that fairly quickly. 4-man line out by the looks of it. Manuku flat to the line. Reese then gets snaffled up. Barrett carries forward. Good jackal, but is brought off his feet and has to release. Just dummy runners getting in the way, and that can be a problem with dummy runners. If they go a little bit too late, they get in the way of the next pass. But I tell you what, solid D from the Chiefs here, because they haven't actually lost any meters. They're defending that 10-meter line like it's their own try line, which is always good to see. You want teams to work really hard to prevent that, but there's a hole open up, and Barrett goes through it, and then Jordan is put in the 2v1. Happy days for Crusaders. It's 15-9. Will Jordan with his first try of the evening. Happy days. Right then. Really good try, to be fair. Barrett finds the hole. Great running line from him. And as it opens up in front of him, he's got a 2v1. Crusaders just not quick enough there to... Chiefs just not quick enough there to reorganise their defensive set. And Barrett can put Jordan through on the 2-on-1. So, another try for the Crusaders. Mo'unga, 2 from 2 this evening. 34 metres on this kick, but he got one pretty much from exactly the same spot not too long ago. So, you'd fancy. I think it was actually his first conversion, wasn't it? You'd fancy him to put 2 more on the board here. 31 minutes on the clock, 9 minutes to half time. Chiefs with some work to do to get back into this. And the kick is sweet as a nut. It's gone straight down the middle. Happy days. Chiefs 9, Crusaders 17. 8-point advantage. Happy days. There you go. Scott Barrett, great vision to find the hole. Just as I was saying that Chiefs' defence looked pretty solid, a little chink in the armour opened up. Blackadder does well to take that. He's pedalling backwards, nearly falls over and all sorts, and Barrett will carry up deep in within his own 22, and Drummond will exit to touch up to the 10, just inside. 233 passes in Super Rugby this season for Mitchell Drummond. That doesn't seem very many for a 9. Referee's not happy with how this is set. Crusaders are just having a little word about closing the gap. So we'll reset this line out. I mean, what happened to the days where you messed up in the line out and it was just a penalty? Why do we keep resetting stuff? Like, if you can't keep your discipline, it's a penalty. It's as simple as that. Closing the gap is a penalty offence. That's the sanction. Anyway, up and down, and a great sack. And we will get away. It's not the greatest ball away, but it is taken on the bounce by Havili, and stripped by Crusaders, so we'll have a penalty for holding on. Good work from Tom Sanders. So, kick downfield from the Crusaders then, from Mo'unga. I'm not sure where it went out, to be fair. I think it's just outside of the 22. Yeah, just outside of the 22. 7 minutes left on the board. 9-17 is the score. And Crusaders are up, down, and through the scrum set. Through the line-out set and onto the maul. Use it once is the cry from the referee. And the Chiefs are... Well, they've basically just splintered through the middle of that. Marched up and sacked the ball carrier, which is perfectly legal and excellently executed. In fact, I'll make a note at that time. What time was that? 33 minutes. Use that for training. That's a beautiful example of how to swim up a maul. legally. Right. Cheeky little insight there from the coaching booth on the iPad. Just see that what stats are being displayed. Looks like they've got I can't think what the word is now, but basically you tap buttons and it records what's happening in the game. So you would tap 9P for 9 makes a pass, 8T for 8 makes a tackle, those sorts of things. Oh! There we go. Brown. Little shake of the hips and he's up the wing. Up towards the 22 before he's caught, and it's then sprayed into the middle of the park. Right in front of the post now on the 22. The fifth phase of this attack. Crusaders with a little bit of defending to do at the end of this half. 5 minutes left to play of it. Mitch Brown then on the wing. Oh, it looks forward, but the referee's happy with it. 7 metres out as we carry up. Oh, that's a hell of a line from Jack Jacobson. We had a little flash of his undies as well. Beautiful pink underwear he's wearing today. Happy days. And it goes a bit sloppy. There's good work, good jackal work from the Crusaders, but they're not able to get hold of the ball as now Bridge jumps in at 9 and the forwards start to roll around the corner. Again, it's Bridge. Drummond is stood right behind him going, "You're going to let me do my job or what?" And it's lost. Crusaders offload and knock it on. We're going to have an advance. Oh, we're going to have a scrum here. Everybody's knocked it on. Anybody that's got near it's knocked it on there. Great tension. Great tension. Great D from the Chiefs. From the Crusaders. And great attacking play and rhythm from the Chiefs. Good to see. But we will have a Chiefs line out just outside of the 22. Oh, I tell you what, Sanders, he's having a good game today. That's a turnover and a rip in the last 3 minutes. It's good work. It's strong work. He's absolutely picked his pocket for it. Lillard Brown, 6 carries, 49 metres, 1 line break, 4 broken tackles. You'll be pretty pleased with those stats at half time. Well, if you're in New Zealand and you're watching the game, player cam is available to you. It's a nice feature, isn't it? We used to have that over here for a little while, but it never really took off. I suppose people don't want to watch just one player. But apparently they do in New Zealand. 2 tries to 0. Comes up on the board. And Chiefs. What have you done? Thrown it away, literally. Trying to move the ball wide very, very quickly. And in doing so, forgot to pass it to the man. Just forced the pass and it's about 5 metres in front of him and he's never getting there. And it'll be into touch for Crusaders line out, and which is up and down and into the maul. You know what? I love the speed of a line out in Super Rugby. It's so much quicker than Northern Hemisphere. Use it once is called by the referee. Going nowhere, so the referee's tapping him on the arse and saying use the ball. Probably could have done with a 9 there. Calling instructions as opposed to just leaving your hooker, but Chiefs have the ball off the kick and are wheeling downfield. It's Tuakia with that little dart down the field there. It's made about 15 metres there, to be fair. Mackenzie then spins it wide. They're just playing the ball a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'll save that for half time. Webber then out to Mackenzie. Jacobson, great run. Beats, well, not beats, but wins the collision there. Gets an extra couple of metres off of the tackle. There we go. And Crusaders then have a penalty for holding on, and kick downfield as the big old siren blares. Okay, so we'll just wait for this line out. Time's off. Head injury. So it's Fanega Anuku who's going to go off and have a HIA. Big smile on his face as he goes off, so I wouldn't be too concerned just yet. But you never know. You never know. Oh, it's a face on face. Oh, it's a bit dirty. It's a bit naughty. They just steps into him. So McLeod is on. But this is the last play of the half anyway, so and Sanders doesn't want it to be over just yet as he pops around the corner and has a little trundle up, but Drummond says, "Shut up, you muppet." This is just going into touch. So happy days. At the half then, Chiefs 9, Crusaders 17. There you go. Right, we'll take a short break, and we will be back in just a minute. Do stick around, do hit that like button, do hit subscribe as well. It all helps to the cause, and we appreciate you for that. Right, in the meantime, I'm going to give you some stats to have a little look at. So here you go. I'll see you in 5.
When I show up, whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating everything's up on my plate. Game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. Colors all around, but I don't see anything but blue. Get lost in the sound, go back to the start. Let's go out of the dark. Let's go out of the dark. Into the light now. Get lost in the sound, go back to the start. Let's go out of the dark. Let's go out of the dark. Into the light now.
Drama. Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100. It's all that I wanted, but lately I don't get the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet. I'm just a man and I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably wouldn't if I got the help. Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I failed. Live for the chase, life is a race. I'm out of space, I'ma get on my face. I got a taste, want the whole plate. Finna get laced if you step out of place. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crushing. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is us made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like.
Right, we're back. We are back. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. Half time in the Super Rugby, Chiefs versus Crusaders, and the scores on the doors are 9-17 in favour of the Crusaders. Let me know what you think, what we're saying. Is that a fairly reflective score? I don't know. You tell me. Right then, let's go over some stats then. So, tries, 2 tries to the Crusaders, none to the Chiefs. 263 metres made versus 204. Chiefs just aren't really finishing their opportunities. They're getting to the red zone plenty enough. They're just not clinical enough when they get there, which is causing them some issues, certainly in terms of try scoring. Carries made 55 for the Chiefs, 48 for the Crusaders. 13 defenders beaten for the Chiefs, 9 for the Crusaders. That's the other way around, isn't it? 13 for the Chiefs, 9 for the Crusaders. Clean breaks 2 apiece. Passes 79 for the Chiefs and 49 for the Crusaders. They are kicking better than what's the matter, dog? Minnie. They are kicking better, and therefore getting better field position, so need to make less passes. Offloads 8 for the Chiefs, 7 for the Crusaders. 8 turnovers conceded versus 9. To be fair, what the Crusaders are doing very well is they're getting to the gain line before they release the ball. What the Chiefs need to do in this second half is they're just playing a little bit too deep, and they're just inviting pressure from that Crusader defence. If they can take another 3 or 4 metres to the gain line, then they'll find they get a little bit more success. Scott Hansen then is just saying that they're losing the ball in the wrong areas of the field. They'd like to be a little bit more clinical around the breakdown. I think that's a fair assessment. Both teams haven't been perfect in that area. Probably at times overcommitting men to a breakdown and then undercommitting at crucial ones. So, yeah. Neil Barnes is pretty happy. He says they were going really well. I wouldn't disagree with him. They're getting to the right areas. They're just not finishing their opportunities. So maybe their fortunes can turn in the second half. Just wants to find the next gear now. Take it up a notch. Be a tad more clinical. And yeah, I wouldn't disagree with him on his sentiments there, which is always nice to hear. Excuse me, I do apologise. A little bit of a chesty one this morning. I need to do a test actually. Not that I think I've got COVID, I just do lateral flow tests every couple of days. We got a little box of them. There we go. It's so good to see fans in the stands as well. It's so nice to see. Not sure there's any social distance in there, but you don't really need it in New Zealand. I don't think they've got any of the virus, have they? Right then. Kicked off then, and we're back underway. And Manuga will kick them clear. And Chiefs then are on the roll, working round the corner up to the 22. Weber then uses those forwards again. McKenzie reverses the play. Oh, one-handed holding, man. It's a Pacific Islander thing that I hate. Get the ball in two hands. Get the ball in two hands. Defenders don't know what you're going to do when it's in two hands. I'm not saying that all Pacific Islanders do it. It's a specific Pacific Islander thing. It just tends to be a trait that they follow. Especially just the gripping the ball in one hand. It's so easy to dislodge from there. If you've got to get it in one hand, then get it under your armpit. Give yourself half a chance of holding on to it. We know you've got big hands. We know you've got a big willy. Mackenzie, oh, that's better. That's better. Bring it to the gain line, Mackenzie. That's much better from the Chiefs, and they're causing Crusaders all sorts of trouble here. 13 phases in. And the Crusaders are dealing with it fairly well. Mackenzie then just dropping people into holes. That's what we want to see. That's if you're a Chiefs fan, this is how you want them playing their rugby. Just using the forwards, using crash runners, sucking defenders in, asking questions. And it's accidentally offside. And we'll have again another visit to the red zone for the Chiefs. Another empty purse. Oh, just running into the back of Drummond. Expletives in the coaching box. So we'll have a scrum down for the Crusaders. Time off, for we've just got a little bit of an injury to deal with. So we'll get that fixed and we'll get back to it. Bit of a dead arm for, who's that? Tupu Vaye. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Force against the Waratahs is coming up a little bit later on. I'm not covering that one, but yeah. That will be available on the World Rugby website if you're in the UK and Ireland. So yeah. Okay. Scrum time. It's a bit missing hit with these scrums. They're not going particularly well. Had to step out again. Welcome back in, brother. Welcome back in. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You haven't missed much. Second half started very much as we finished. Did I pick up a new webcam? No. I have changed the angle slightly. So I think I worked out what some of the lag problems were with my stream, is that the laptop wasn't happy with running things over the top of each other. So I put a second screen back in. Camera quality is much better for some reason. Might be just the angle and the lights are a little bit wider, so it might just be a little bit less taxing on the old cameras, light meters and whatnot, light correction. But yeah, thank you. But yeah, I as I say, put in a second screen, so you're on top of the second screen. So I also cricking my neck a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good because it feels so much better and it's all running so much smoother. As Chiefs then get advantage, but they drop it. It's all gone messy, but they are able to clear out. And is that... Whoops. Jacobson again with his pants out. What's going on with these? Is he sponsored by some underwear company or something? Oh! Nankivell breaks a tackle, and the Chiefs are up to the 22. Drummond, and again they're deep. They're so deep. But there is space on the scrambled Crusaders defence. McKenzie, 1 metre out. He's in touch, but the ball has been released, so it's okay. Forwards then are burying themselves into the dirt to try and get this one free. Another phase. The Crusaders all set well now, and they wrestling around, but as they sort of honeypot around the breakdown, there is space out wide, and under the post we go. And the try is scored. Eventually given. I wasn't sure if he was a little short or a little or something was, or he was trying to get the ball out. But yeah, Boshier with the try. Great work from him. Great work from the Chiefs. Great work from Nankivell. Straight under the post, so you would think another easy kick for McKenzie. And finally, a visit to the 22 for the Chiefs pays off with 5 points. So the kick, I believe, is good. They're not showing it to us. They're just showing us pictures of the stands and making the rest of the world jealous of New Zealand. Oh, there's the kick, and it is good. Happy days as kids in the stands wave their Chiefs flags, and God, do I want to be back at a game of rugby. Ooh, okay. Won't be long until we can have it back. Boshier comes the third Chiefs player to score a try in 5 consecutive matches, joining Roger Randall and Damien McKenzie. There you go. So, Chiefs then kick downfield, but it's charged down, and it goes back to the Chiefs, and the forwards will do their job to secure possession. Ooh, bit of a interesting start, and he's looking for McKenzie, can't find him, so he has to use Tiata, who thumps that downfield. Didn't go out, but Jordan has had to take it in his own half, and as a result has been turned over. The Chiefs then have absolutely done what they've said they were going to do at half time. They wanted to step it up a gear, and they have. McKenzie dinks one over the top, and easily I say easily taken. It's taken over the shoulder by Serutua, and he pumps that out into touch and says, right, let's have a breather, let's have a regather, let's have a little think. So they're about 5 metres outside of the 22. Waiting for numbers in the breakdown. Sucking in oxygen. Tia just gives some rock signals to the rest of the back line as he sucks in air desperately. Webber then has got the ball, but it's been snaffled up. And we will rock around the corner with the forwards. Just outside the 22. Vai. I will try and get these names right. Do let me know in the comments if I've said it wrong. As Jacobson knocks it on, and the Crusaders then come away with it, looking for the space. Pumped downfield by Havali. And the chase is on. It's going to get over... Oh, well. What's he done? What am I seeing? What absolute panic stations from the Chiefs. It's going to be a 5 metre scrum to the Crusaders. Tiatau picks the ball up about half a metre before the line. He had the time to give it one more ball roll. And then he flings a pass into the middle of into midfield, just under the posts. And poor Lowe, Jonah Lowe, has got no option but to get absolutely smashed. So it will be a 5 metre scrum to the Crusaders, who have a 1 point lead at the minute, 16-17, 50 metres on the 50 minutes on the clock. Here we go. While we've just got that little pause in play, I want to have a massive shout out to the YouTube world as well. The support we've had this week has been amazing. Last Sunday we had 51 subscribers. As it stands, we have 147. It's been mental. It's been a mental week. We did a Sam Simmons video about 3 weeks ago, and out of the blue, it absolutely blew up. 20,000 views. We have got a penalty. Scrum penalty for the Crusaders. So yeah, massive thank you to everybody that watched that video and subbed. It's been a crazy week in terms of that, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed by it all. Right then, so what are we doing with this penalty? What are we doing? I think we're going to the corner, or we're going tap and go. We're going to the corner, and it will be a 5 metre line out for the Crusaders. Line outs then 64%. This is where the tries are coming from for the Crusaders. 62% from line outs, 4% from scrums, 17% from turnovers. Didn't see the last one. I wasn't quick enough, my bad. Right then, Maul is set and driving ever so slowly forward. It inches forward and then rocks back and then inches forward again. And in come the backs. This is what we want to see. We want to see a 15-man scrum. And it's a try for the Crusaders. And Taylor. Cody Taylor with the try. Top try scorer in the Super Rugby Artoa. Happy days for him. 6th try of the season. Only been on the field a couple of minutes. And superb work. By the way, where's the scoreboard? I had to drop it because it's it was too much. The time difference was like 3.5 minutes. So I had to let it go. It was winding me up. But I will try and work something out. Let's see what we can do. Bear with me as the kick goes through and is good. Oh no, it's not good. It's off the post. Oh no. Struth. What would be the best way to do this? Yeah, let's add. Anyway, kickoff and kicked downfield.
To me, this is what's precious. Yeah, in my soul, man, I can feel it. So every single verse, man, I just gotta go and kill it, man.
Okay.
Could be the guy taking you wild, I could be the villain, but that is okay. Lately, I'm painting my path on my way. Yeah, I got no time that I can waste. So I've been sitting in the space, yeah, making rest every day, man. You know that I go insane. Yeah, I hit you with the bullet to the
So, Chiefs rocking the ball forward, inch by inch. Oh, Turu! Offloads! And we'll have a line out as the ball goes into touch.
You don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what is next. And I'm loving the fact, truly it's making me blessed. Cause I work on my team, no snakes in the grass. And we have a trust in the wind because of the work that we did in the past. Because of the work that we did in the past.
Okay.
Hours, we barely got breath. So I get the realm and we didn't finesse. So I got the feelings that we might be next. Cause when we go in, we win in the
So
match.
Drummond off, Hall on, as the Crusaders have a line out in their own 22. Okay. Chiefs then. Oh, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Apologies. Just trying to get a bit of a scoreboard together. As we've had some ball tracking issues this morning. Do bear with me while I just get this sorted. Webber to Brown then. Takiyahu crashes up. Mackenzie moves it wide to Low. Oh, and the Chiefs are 5 metres out, less than, as they set up their crash pods now round the corner. Trying another advantage come in. And around the corner they come again. And still, the Crusaders hold them off, and there's space out wide. Oh, it's slow to get there, but it is down in the corner. Try is given. I'm sure they're going to have another look at this. Ugh, horrible. Horrible little cough there.
Oh yeah. Are we talking about losing control? I'm gonna show you how we lose control, baby. Watch this.
There we go. There we go. We've got a bit of a scoreboard along the bottom there for you. That we need to adjust already. So it is. Oh, we'll see what happens with this kick first. At the minute, it's 21-22 with 61 minutes on the clock. Mackenzie then. Dripping wet in sweat, isn't he? He smirks a little smile as he lines this up. And the kick. Oh, it just sneaks in the near side post. So the Chiefs take the lead 23-22 with a try from low in the corner. Very well worked stuff. Happy days, happy days. Great work there. Game on indeed. The big game on. That try possession, 7 phases, 23 metres, 50 seconds. So, Crusaders kick off and deep it goes. We've got 18 minutes for this one to conclude, and it's a 1-point game. Anything can happen here in the Super Rugby. As Tia kicks. Oh, it's not the best of nudges, to be fair to him. I think he's just outside of the 22. Oh, just inside, in fact. Oh dear. Right, so we've got some changes going on. Strange off, Romano on. Alatoa off, and Jaeger. Let's call him Jaeger. Jaeger on. Reese off. Somebody else on, didn't see. Soakua on. Vi off. Wow, a lot of changes there. Low on. Gatland on. Christ. Pretty much changed. Emptied the benches both sides there. As Crusaders crash up. And they're about 8 metres out now after that little drive. Taylor then wants a bit of the action, gets them up to 5 metres. 4 metres now. Each carry just gaining 1 or 2 more metres. Chiefs are going to have to shut this down if they want to prevent a try. Advantage coming for Chicken Wing by the looks of it. What? And then they spread it wide, but it's too slow. It's too wide. Still got the advantage, so they will come again. And no advantage. Offside. Gonna have a little tap and go. And I'll tell you what. Oh. Take the points. Take the points. Yeah, he points at the posts. You're right under them. and it will get you back in front. So you would imagine from here the Crusaders are going to regain the lead, but we will wait and see exactly what happens. Monuga, 3 successful kicks tonight from 4, looking to make it 4 and 5, and he does. So again the lead changes. Chiefs 23, Crusaders 25. And the Chiefs pick up a bonus point. I'm guessing that's a losing bonus point at the minute. So Weber off. Oh, I'll wait for the commentators to tell me how to pronounce that name. I'm not going to lie. And a kick downfield. I think found touch. Must have done, because everyone's sort of milling about. Okay. Right, so looks like Mackenzie's come off and Gatlin's gone to 10. Not Warren, obviously. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh no, Mackenzie's still on. So Mackenzie must have slipped into 12 or something. There's a chip downfield. It stayed in touch. There's a slip for the Crusaders, but they managed to get away and then find the boot. And that's a great kick considering how tight to the touchline he was. He's managed to find some decent meterage. McLeod, absolute stunning work. He's got about a metre to work with in terms of space, and he's found pretty much the 10. So great work there on the exit. And now they'll be able to work their way back forward for the Chiefs as they take this one flat, and it's knocked on. On the one hand, that is the problem with playing the ball at the gain line, but on the other hand, if you play it too deep, you're just too readable. And so McLeod then for the Chiefs is getting a little bit of treatment. He's in a bit of a bad way. Oh, a little handshake from the hookers there. Welcome to the game. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Let me scrum the pants off you. Always good to see. What an absolute game this has been. I mean, quality's been a bit hit and miss, I'm not going to lie. Quality of the rugby's been a little bit hit and miss. But the tries have been great fun. Right then. And the scrum is sturdy. Get the ball in. Oh, it pops straight out the back and he has to race round to gather it. And Jordan spots space downfield and finds turf. Mackenzie then with a kick of his own. Doesn't find touch. It is a huge kick though, over the 10. And Manuga finds McLeod, who... Oh, that's a great offload off the chicken wing. And that's something that Crusaders have done so much better in this game than the Chiefs, is just take the ball at pace closer to the gain line. So much better than the Chiefs at that. And that, for me, would be the Chiefs' big work on, is just taking the ball maybe 2 meters closer to the gain line. They're just a little bit too deep. And as I say all of that, the Crusaders knock on through Havali. Talatu, I think. I don't know. Okay. More changes then. Taveo off. Malifio on. Okay. Nice little chat from the referee about scrum time. Keep it up, keep it good, keep it clean. Let's have a good game, everybody. Indeed. He's not wrong. Right then. So, for many of these boys, first scrum. Let's have a little look and see what this one goes like. As the binds are set. Good long bind, so should be okay. As I say that, the Crusaders shorten their binds and ends up crabbing in and standing up. So it's they've got away with that because the ball was at the back. But nearly intercepted and knocked on by the Chiefs. So Crusaders will have the ball. Advantage coming. Sloppy hands forces the kick, which Mackenzie is on and will return. And Jordan then will enjoy some more kick tennis and compete for his own kick. As he arrives, the new nine, collapses to the floor to try and avoid the contact, and in doing so, it doesn't look too good for Jordan. But the referee's happy with it, so I'm happy with it. As Mackenzie's spun a hospital pass, just about manages to get his boot through it in time. And nobody touches that, so it goes into touch on the bounce. Just outside of the Crusaders 10. Right, again, the referee is asking for the line out to be opened up. So, Crusaders will put this one in once they've all caught their breath. Oh, it's not straight, but referee's happy with it. Oh, I wouldn't be. That's well wonky. He had to take it on the wrong side of him. I don't know how you could have a fair competition for that one. But there you go. Play it away now, cries the referee. Advantage for not being able to swim up the... Oh dear. Wow, let's forget about all of that and come back for the penalty. Poor crossfield kick. It was never really on anyway. Bridge has been sold the dream there. Right then, so Manugu will kick downfield for the penalty. And he's gone for style points over distance. It's not great. Sliced it a little bit, trying to hit that spiral. Ball stolen then, so we'll have the knock-on advantage. We'll come back for that, and Chiefs will have the put in at the scrum. Welcome in, everybody. 5 of you in here. Amazing to see you all. Do say hello. Drop us a comment. What's your thoughts on this game? It's proper tense and close coming into the end of it. Coach is desperately trying to get an advantage. As it stands, the live ladder, Crusaders top the table, 6 wins from 7. Chiefs sit in 4th, 3 wins from 6. But any penalty or drop goal could change that. What could that do to the table? Oh, I tell you what, that could muck the table right up if Chiefs were able to steal a win here. Crusaders losing always makes for interesting viewing. Oh, really? Are they normally... do they just run away with everything, do they? And Crusaders, they've won it like 8 out of the last 10 seasons or something stupid like that. It's basically just... It's a bit like Leinster. It's just their league and just everybody else is there to facilitate them winning it. Is that how it is? It's certainly the case in the Pro 14 for Leinster. It's Leinster's league, and everyone else is just there to... Yeah, cool. Everyone else is there. The other 13 teams just there to make up the numbers. And they wonder why nobody watches it. There's just me 20 comments from Irish fans. I got lots of love from Irish fans last week for Exeter Leinster. Because I didn't blow Leinster hard enough. It was good. I tell you what, I had great fun with some of them. I do love a troll. If you want to be a troll, head on down. I'm your man, because I love it. Penalty advantage for the Chiefs then. We'll come back for that as they break away. Oh! Mackenzie, what are you saying, boy? Where's the referee going to stop? I tell you what. There's no question. It's got to be 3 points, surely. It's got to be 3 points. He can't be thinking about anything else. Right, as they sort out where it's going to be, it's pretty much straight. And I would say probably 35 metres out. So this is well within his kicking range. And we could have another change of lead. Crusaders in a bit of hot water here. Three minutes left on the clock. Oh, I tell you what. If you're Mackenzie, what do? I'd run the clock down. Back yourself. 34-metre kick. You've slotted all 5 tonight, and you've already had one from pretty much this exact position. I would be taking the full 90 seconds on this, and make sure you get everything right. Give yourself every opportunity to slot this and run the clock down. Take your time. As he has a little smile at the posts. As he draws that line with his eyes. Here we go. What are we saying, Chiefs? He's up. He kicks. It's good as gold is what it is. 2 minutes left on the board and the Chiefs have the lead. Wow. 26-25. What a game of ruggers. That has gone absolutely through the middle. Amazing stuff. Welcome in, everybody. You're joining us just in time for a thrilling end to this game. Loose ball for the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are able to get it back. Referee ushering Crusaders defenders back onto an onside position. And Chiefs are going to scrap and fight to run this clock down. Oh, what they're doing, they're kicking it away. Mackenzie finds touch. Wow. If ever there was a call to use your forwards to just hold possession, and that does changed the live ladder. Crusaders then 5 wins with 23 points. Bumps Chiefs up to second place. So this could be a huge win for the Chiefs if they can hold on. But they are within drop goal range. And I tell you what, with 90 seconds left on the ball, ball is there, but it's only available. It's not out. So, I tell you what, one more phase. No, same way. Go same way. Manuga's not even in the slot though, so it's not even an option yet. And a referee is stood right in the way of any drop goal. So the forwards come around the corner again. Need to really get to one side of the posts or the other, just to give him that little bit of angle for his boot. You don't want him trying to take this straight on, really. 8th phase, and the Crusaders then... And it's a penalty! It's a penalty for the Chiefs! It's a penalty for the Chiefs, so they not releasing the ball. That's great jackal technique and jackal work, breakdown work for the Chiefs. 30 seconds on the clock, and we're going to have a captain's challenge. Well, hang on. It's gone 75 minutes. I didn't think you could have a captain's challenge now. We're in the last... Hands past the ball. Just going to refer the last penalty. Hands past the ball is the request from Barrett. Yeah, and then Barrett thinks he's going to get a bit of an official's role and stand with them and have a little chat about it, but referee says bugger off. Wow. There's nothing clear and obvious that you could say about that. I can't see how he's got his hands on the deck. He just seems to be wrestling with the ball. Knees are down. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is fantastic work. I mean, Crusaders have to make that call there, don't they? They have to make that call there. They have to refer it. They have to at least have a go. But there's nothing there for me to suggest that... Right. TMO, Ben O'Keefe says, I've got that the player is an arriving player. I've got clear... Excuse me. I do apologise. I've got clear hands on the ball, directly on the ball. So stay with your on-field decision. And Crusaders lose their referral. Interestingly, I can't remember Chiefs having actually used a captain's referral. They've been pretty happy. To be fair, the standard of the refereeing has been pretty decent. So, 28 seconds left on the clock as that now starts to click down. Chiefs in no rush to get to this line out. Front pod for me. Job done for the Chiefs. You'd think so from here. 1 second. And the clock is in the red. Oh, they've gone to the back pod. And there goes the siren. And another penalty for sacking. It's all over. Referee, blow your whistle. Is he going to make them play the penalty, though? The Chiefs' flags are waving furiously. The scenes. The absolute scenes. And Mackenzie has a little tap and go and boots it into touch. Happy days. 4 in a row for the Chiefs. What are we saying? What a game of rugby. Rugby Forecast had this one pretty tight, but nobody really fancied the Chiefs. And nobody fancied the Crusaders to lose 2 on the bounce. That's for sure. Man of the match. I didn't pick one, if I'm being honest. But Brad Webber, the Chiefs captain, is having a little conversation. What are you saying? Who's your man of the match? Let's pick one. I am going to go with... I think there were some good performances. I think Mackenzie was pretty solid. But I do feel that he just played the game a little bit too deep. Needed to take that ball just another metre or two to the gain line in order to have been a little bit more successful. I think Jordan was fantastic. I think Sanders had a great game. Sanders had a really good game. That could be a shout, you know. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Sanders from the Crusaders. He's going to be Mackenzie from the sound of things. Yeah, I just feel he just played the game a little bit too deep. He did control the game very, very well, though. But I'm going to give it to Sanders from the Crusaders. I think his work around the breakdown was exceptional. Unseen, a lot of it. But, yeah, that's my man of the match. Let me put a little asterisk next to him for my man of the match. And you've given him Mackenzie, so we'll put a little asterisk next to him. Fantastic. Well, there we go. Join us a little bit later for some more ruggers. Thank you ever so much for joining me this morning. It's been great, as always, to watch a little bit of Super Rugby. If you're watching, wherever you're watching around the world, enjoy whatever is left of your day. And we will see you a little bit later on for some Northern Hemisphere ruggers. Bit of truck and chase sort of scenes we like to see. Take care, Dickie. You take care too, Debig. And as always, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to ruck.